gosh, that is hilarious. But you'll notice that something was missing in that introduction. So you're gonna have to just message us if you want that if you want the link. Can you hear me, Darcy?
I can't see you, but I don't know if it's just on my end. I'm gonna have to go
On your end because you're really blurry.
There we go.
There you go. Now we see you.
What is happening?
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe I need to go open my door, maybe get some internet.
Get some light in that room. Yeah.
There you go.
You let the light shine in. There you go.
Scooting in.
Oh gosh. So if you want the 12 Days of Christmas cookbook, we were missing the QR code in there. But you can message us. You can just drop a little link in the comment section and say, send it to me. 12 Days of Christmas. However you want to drop it in the comments, we will get those cookbooks to you. So, hey, we're trying some new technology today. First of all, can you hear us? Let us know. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Second of all, if you want to like and share this, it really, really helps our algorithm and just helps us get the message of health out there.
Yes.
There's so many things happening right now. Like people are either like on the weight loss cheat plan, the shot plan, or they're eating everything in the book. It's just a plethora of health stuff out there right now. People are frustrated, Darce.
They are very frustrated.
You remember, I'm Coach Monica, by the way. I lost 120 pounds, and I've kept it off for the last 7 years. Coach, introduce yourself.
I am Coach Darcy. I didn't know what you introduced yourself because I was like noticing that our names are not down here.
Oh my gosh, where are you?
I was like, I don't know who I am. I don't have a name tag.
You don't. What in the world?
I don't know. Everything's a little weird today, but it's fine.
Really, really weird. Let me see if I can fix that.
It matches.
No, I didn't fix it.
No, it matches the week that I've been having. But I'm Coach Darcy, and I've been living this lifestyle now for going on 5 years. I like to think ahead because this is just the lifestyle I'll be living. So yeah. So
it bothers me that our names aren't on here. I don't know what the heck is going on.
You're welcome, but don't worry about it. People know who we are now.
No, Coach Monica, Coach Darcy, and we live this thing. We live this thing, and we still live this thing. And right now, it is like chaos out there when it comes to health.
Yes.
And dieting, and people are frustrated because we have an obesity problem here in America, and it started when the lovely low fat diets came out. What was that, in 1980s? Just absolutely blew through this country. And type 2 diabetes. What really makes me sad, Coach, is the type 2 diabetes with the kids. Really makes me sad. This is something we parents have placed on these kids, and because we want convenience. We want convenience, and so we're willing to put our kids' health at risk for this. And it just really kind of irks me a little bit. Sancy says she has a call at 2. I'm so excited to talk to you. I will be calling you. So you will hear from me at 2:00 today. So
yes, be on standby.
Be on standby. Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Did I ever tell you the story of what happened to me in France?
No, I don't know if you have.
A Frenchman's perspective of America. Can I tell you about that?
I'm scared because I can only imagine. Well, he
asked me what I did for a living, and I said, "Oh, I'm a coach. I'm a health coach." He's like for sports? I was like, "No, like I help people learn how to eat better." And he's like, because we don't know how to eat over in America. And he's like, and I said, and I teach all around the world. I don't just teach people from America. I teach all around the world. And he's like, well, not in France. Meaning that French people don't have an issue with obesity.
They don't. They really don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
So anyway,
the other thing too, and this is interesting too, but sometimes over oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the country, but it's in the Oriental, it's in the, it starts with an M. Um, but
Ma
they eat rice. They eat rice,
Yeah,
that's their main staple. They
yeah,
also don't have an obesity problem, and so a lot of people, a lot of people, including us, we monitor the carb intake, but the carbs are different. The
yeah,
carbs are absolutely different. When you get into I blame it on the government, with the lobbyists and the money. It's all driven by money,
yeah.
and our food system is cheapened and it's poisoned. And when you get all of the yes, Malaysia. Thank you.
Malaysia, yes.
I was studying it actually. If you want a really good binge session on Netflix, it's called the Blue Zones.
Oh,
Have you seen that?
no, I haven't.
I did a study on that
I'm
on
writing it down.
zones on and they went and they studied the parts of the world that live the longest, and there's blue zones, and there's a couple of them in America, but most of them are overseas where they live in
Right,
120s, and a lot of that portion of the world, they that rice is their staple.
yep,
When we take all the nutrients out of it, and when we dumb it down like we've done it, in our schools and all that, don't get me started there, but when we dumb
right,
stuff down, um, we have a problem. We have a big problem. And right now people are really frustrated. And my heart bleeds for the frustrated people who want to take a shortcut, who want
yes,
to just go to the doctor and get a shot. Like you often say, I just wanted to laser the body fat off of my body. When we dis or when we have serious concerns over these medications, um, we don't have these concerns without empathy, right?
right.
I empathize with those people who don't want to do it the right way, who want a quick shortcut, who want to do it and just get it done. I remember, I remember praying. I'm a person of faith. And I remember praying and telling God, God, if you just help me lose this weight, I will never put it on again. I will never get
Yeah.
fat again. That was my prayer to him. If you just do it really, really quickly. Good morning. Hey, if you are saying good morning to us, tell us who you are, because on our side it comes through as Facebook user. So
Good
tell
morning.
us who you are so we can name you and say hello.
That was me.
Oh, you said that. Oh, good morning, Darcy.
But Gary's on here too.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Sancy, the you are so right. The side effects of these weight loss shots, even if a lot of people are like, well, I got the shot and I didn't get it. I didn't get those side effects, and it impacts everybody differently. What if you were the one? What if you were the one in the 10,000 who, had a paralyzed stomach for the rest of your life? What if? What if? What if? And then the other, go Stephanie. Good morning. Now I see your name, Stephanie. This is so weird. It came through.
I think it depends on what platform we're coming from. So,
Okay.
and
Okay,
then
Shirley
Shirley,
Ann
good
Moss. Now I see her name
morning.
too. Gosh, I wish I understood technology.
I love seeing all these faces. Well, they're not
No,
faces,
it's
these
like a
names.
family reunion this
I
morning.
know.
So when we talk about these, I worry because we are health coaches. Everybody's like, well, you do it for a living as well. All those doctors are doing is trying to make a living, and you're just trying to make a living too. And we get it. The problem is, and where our disconnect comes, is we have walked this path. Number one, personally, we have done the hard things. We've chosen to do the hard things on the front side of this. But the secret sauce is, Darcy, you and I know what it means to be in maintenance. And hey, Carrie, it's good to see you. We know what it means and the hard journey that we are in right now, dealing with hormones, dealing with what do you do when that scale's not falling anymore?
Yeah.
What do you do when some of that weight starts to come back? When you live maintenance, it is a whole different ballgame. It's almost, and I say this cautiously. Hey, Gretchen, I say this cautiously. Um, it's almost a harder journey on the maintenance side. But the difference between the weight loss shots, besides $1,000 a month, $500 a month for the rest of your life, because the minute you get off of these shots, the weight comes raging back within 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So the difference is we've learned to do the hard things on the front side so that we can continue to keep off the weight.
Yeah.
I am not interested Here, let's do a role play. Let's do a role play. I think you and I are on the same page on this.
I don't
But
know.
I'm going to be
Okay.
your client, Darcy.
Okay.
Okay, and we're just going to pray and hope that we're on the same wavelength here.
I don't know.
So, hey, coach. We're on an intake call here.
Oh.
I am really in a hurry. I promise I'm going to keep the weight off after this comes off, but I'm really in a hurry because my daughter's wedding is on June 1st.
Mm.
And I need to lose 75 pounds by June 1st. Okay. First of all, is this possible in your program? And because I'm going to choose you or I'm going to choose the weight loss shot. And I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn to keep it off, but I want to lose 75 pounds by June. Could you help me?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say no. I can't help you with that. To be honest, when you lose that much weight that short amount of time, that is unrealistic.
Mhm.
I can help you, in fact, get a certain amount of weight off, but it's not going to be 75 pounds. It is not realistic. So if the weight loss shot is your next place, if you are looking for short-term weight loss, then definitely the weight loss shot is your best bet. If you're looking for long-term weight loss for longevity, then going my slower route will in fact be the right way for you. But
okay, so if I go and I get that weight loss shot, get that weight off by June, then what? Then what happens?
Well, if since you're not teaching,
That's going to cost me. Okay, so
Yeah.
what is this? January, February, March, April, May. So that's going to cost about maybe $5,000 to do that.
Yes.
And so I would have released maybe 7,500 pounds by then, aggressively, right? That's if you don't end up in the hospital.
Right.
That's if you don't have a serious vomiting problem, diarrhea. That's taking weeks off of work because every time you get the shot, you've got to take some time off work because you're in the bathroom throwing up.
Yes.
For most people. So let's say that I signed up for that. $5,000. Okay. All right. It's worth it for my daughter's wedding to get that weight off. Then what happens after June? Like, I don't have any more money. I don't have any more money, and I fit in that dress by my daughter's wedding. So what happens now?
So you're basically paying $5,000 to fit in a dress, period. Because afterwards, since you're not teaching yourself how to eat properly, and you have to stop the shot, then it's all going to come raging back. It's raging back. There's no fixing how you're eating. So it's just all going to come back.
If you're willing to do the hard things, friends. If you're not willing to do the hard things, you're not going to be willing to do the hard things after the shot.
Right. You're basically spending $5,000 on a glimmer of an evening of feeling good in a dress. And then you could have spent $5,000 plus. I mean, probably not even $5,000. You're not spending $5,000 on having a long-term knowledge of how to eat properly.
Yeah. And here's how they trap them. They give them coupons.
Yeah.
They say, oh, it's free. It's free, until the coupons don't work. And then they're panicked because they're like, oh, crap, the coupons don't work anymore. Now I've got to shell out $500 to $800 a month. Even doing the cheap semaglutide stuff, I got to shell that out. And now the coupon doesn't work. Now I'm panicked. And then you bring anxiety in there to a regular anxious situation, and you've got yourself a recipe for doubling your weight.
Right.
We just want you to do the hard things. It's hard. Darcy and I are not going to come into this live and tell you losing weight was easy. It took me a year to lose 120 pounds, a year eating steak, a year eating 1,500, 2,000 calories. I mean, no dieting. Did I give up the crap? I absolutely did. Did I mourn over some foods that I can no longer eat as a food addict? Yes, I did. But it's like the 5 stages of grieving when you lose someone, a loved one. You go through 5 stages. Anger. What is it? Anger, acceptance. Those 5 stages. I absolutely do that with donuts. This girl can never have a donut again in her life because that was my drug of choice. Am I better at my health now than eating a donut? I am so much better.
Yeah.
And so if you don't choose to do the hard things on the front side, you're going to do the hard things on the back side. The clients who are on the weight loss shots will come back to us.
Yes.
They really will because they're like, "Oh crap, I got to do it the right way." The
But the
problem
thing
is, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when they are going on these convenient routes, they're in misery probably majority of the time, and they're willing to take misery and, um, you know, j all of these things that this shot is possibly doing to their body, permanent damage or not permanent damage. Maybe it's just diarrhea. Maybe that's just
Growing
all
up.
you're getting, but maybe you're just feeling nauseous every day. But why would you wanna feel like that every single day when you have and just because you want to indulge in all of these sweet treats that you're so used to eating, the convenient
Yeah,
foods. Why are you so willing to eat, give yourself this
miserable.
and be miserable when
Mhm,
you could just, do the simple step of,
mhm,
if I had an allergy, I'd have to give it up anyway.
mhm.
Why would you want to live in that misery when you could live in this life of energy, feeling fantastic,
Yeah,
joyful, all the opposite of what you're
yeah.
feeling on this shot?
Well, and Darcy, the things that I'm reading, I'm doing a lot of studies on this. And is there a place for this? Darcy and I are talking about this. Where is the place? Is there a place when you have done the hard things and you get to the end of your journey? And I'm open up a box that I don't know the answer to this. I'll be honest with you. I don't know the answer to this. Is there a time when you can use that as a tool to finish up your journey? To after you've learned how to eat. But the thing that I'm reading and my research on this, and I'm reading the goods, the bads, the uglies. So as a health coach, I have to know, Darcy and I have to be in front of the news on this stuff that's coming out because we have to be able to help our clients through this. We have clients who come to us on these drugs. We've got to know how to do our jobs. So the things that I'm reading on what you were talking about, Darcy, is the sickest they become is when they eat the crap, when they eat the grease, when they eat the carbs, when they eat the sugars. That's when they feel the sickest on these drugs. Not everybody, again, not everybody has the same story, but that's what we're reading that the trend is. So if they want to feel human and be able to go to work and be able to exist, they have to give up those foods anyway.
Yeah.
So
So
we
then
got
it
to do.
comes down to they just want that quick and easy, let's get this fat off without hardly any work
Mhm.
and any, they just want it to be melted off. It doesn't matter what it's doing to their body.
And
You're
we
killing your gut.
desperately wanted that ourselves. We
Yes.
desperately, like I said,
Of
I
course we
prayed, God, if
do.
you take this off, I will never put it on. Well, I put it back on because I didn't know how to eat.
Yeah.
I didn't know my metabolic, I didn't know where my metabolism was. I didn't know how many calories I needed to eat. I didn't know what insulin does to our body. I didn't know that even though I lowered my calories and I spiked my insulin, I was still putting on weight. I didn't understand the science. And so there's no way I could have done it. We also, and let's break this down. Let's stop beating up on the weight loss
Yeah.
shot a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Let's beat up on our own clients a little bit here. We have clients, and everybody has clients. It's not just you and I, Darcy, that refuse to deal with the mental side of things. We have clients who maybe there's some trauma in the past. Maybe there's some fear of counseling. Maybe there's some fear of opening a can of worms. I was that way. I told my pastor, I don't want to open that can of worms. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to go there. And he said, Monica, if you don't, that can of worms turns into maggots.
Yeah.
And I fought the mental health side of things. When I did that, and when our clients refuse to go down there because it hurts, that also is that is as hard as giving up cookies. That's as hard as giving up those carbs, dealing with the mental side of things. When we have clients who refuse to do that, we also then have the weight gain. So
Yeah.
not only does the weight loss shots, the cheats is what I call them, not only does that have consequences, but the clients on our side who are not willing to deal with the body, mind, and spirit and go through the counseling, fix what's up here, let what's up here catch up with what has just happened with their body. They also deal with weight gain.
Yeah. And it's funny because last night, I kind of talked about this in our women's group thing that we did, uh, but it was more about why for us women, and I know this is for men too, but why do we women have a hard time giving up our control?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's when it comes down to, yeah, we can easily go on a diet, we can easily do this, we can easily go to the gym real quick, but when it comes to giving up the mental side of things,
Yeah.
that means that we have to do this word called trust.
Oh,
Holy cow, like, we have to
not like
trust a process in order to move on or move outside of our comfort zone.
yes, that's so true.
So, when we're focused so much on not letting the mental process be
Yeah.
healed or worked on, we're not going to do much changing at all because we're so afraid of trusting. We're so afraid of letting go
Mhm.
of this control that we think we need to have. And
Yeah.
it's a very common thing for mothers
Oh, yeah.
about our children, but it's mainly about our own personal feelings
Yeah.
and emotions that we do not want to let go.
Yeah. And that leads when you don't trust and when you don't do the hard thing, that leads to the number one ingredient and the success of KM health coaching. And that is the word consistency.
Yeah.
When you do not go through the process and you don't learn how to do the hard stuff and you don't learn to trust your coaches and trust the process, you give up on the number one way that you lose weight, and that's consistency.
Yep.
And if we want to use that term in the weight loss shot world, that still applies over there. Consistency. Get used to shooting yourself for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
You have to be consistent with the shot as well. It's just that's a really pricey way, and that's a really yucky way to feel for the rest of your life.
Yes.
So, our clients, when they don't give up and they don't trust the process, they don't trust consistency. And so, when they have a downtime and when they say, okay, this is a really bad week, they go back to the emotional eating. They go back and they reverse what they're supposed to be doing. You can destroy your entire health journey within one weekend. Because if you're a food addict, that brings up the triggers. You could go on a 30-pound sugar binge.
Yes.
So we want you to buckle up. So we're coming into January. January is our favorite time. Now, it's not our busy season, which is surprising because we're health weight loss coaches. You would think January is our busy season. It is not our busy season.
No.
Our busy season comes at the end of February because they've tried the pills, they've tried the potions, they tried that shot, and they're sicker than a dog, and they're like, "Oh my gosh."
They're
They
back in the
come to
gym
us
too.
after those yo-yo diet
Yeah.
fails, and they're like, "Okay,
Yep.
I'm ready to do it the first time." In fact, that's what happened last year. I'm getting ready to graduate an entire class of my January people. They're losing 90 to 100 pounds. They've gotten there because they did it the
Wow.
right way, but they
Yep.
came in, towards the end of January, like, oh, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that. This season,
Yep.
Gretchen, I'm going to highlight your
Yep.
comment because it's brilliant. It is absolutely the case. Shots is a short-term solution for a long-term problem. That just encapsulates the entire package right
Yep.
there. And the funny thing is, I still live what I teach. You still live what you teach. There's not a thing that I would bring. In fact, Darcy, you and I were talking before this about our hormone program that we have.
Yeah.
We have a specific program where we teach you how to eat the carbs and how to eat those complex carbs and bring in the potato and bring in those things that we had given up for 3 years or so.
Mhm.
And you would tell me, Monica, I hate it. I
I
hate how I feel
I do.
doing this. Now, is
Yeah.
it a good thing? Yeah, it's a good thing because you're feeding your body the hormones that it's building, right? So there's
Yeah.
a reason in the process to. But there's nothing that we crave that we had before. We had to mourn these things. It was hard to give up the things that we did, right?
Yeah. For sure. I definitely miss my foundation when I go in my nurture phase is what we call it.
Yeah.
Because I feel a lot more swollen from the water that's being retained
Yeah.
from the carbs.
Yep.
So that's why I'm like, I can't wait to go back to my
Feel good.
feel good moment and then I have all this energy for the gym and I can do hardcore.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say on top of it, and we kind of pinpointed that when we were talking about the mental side, but the shot is not going to help fix the mental side of it. And we talk about this so often about how I think there's a fourth pillar, but I can't remember it. But there's at least the three: the body, mind, and spirit,
The social.
the social. So
Yeah.
we need to have
Like it's stool.
all of those.
Mhm.
Social. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down because I forgot.
I
Um,
know. I always leave that out because we
social.
always talk about the three-legged stool, but it actually is the
It's
fourth leg.
four.
And the fourth leg is so loud with our clients because
It's so loud.
people don't have support at home.
Right. So with all of those, it's important. And that's what I love about our program is that we don't just work on giving you a diet plan. That's not what we do. We don't tell you, if you exercise and then eat this, then you're going to feel good. No, you have to have all four
Mhm.
legs to that table to make it sturdy,
Yeah.
to not tip and totter. Like it's like going to those restaurants where the table legs are all like wobbly and everything on the table then starts to spill out because the table's
Yeah.
not straight.
Yeah.
So
So
needing to
true.
have that balance in
Yeah.
your life is really important, and it is going to come with the hard things: the shot, the diet pills, the quick and easy fad diets, the cabbage soup stuff that is not
I
balanced.
do love the
Not
cabbage soup.
It is really good,
Really
but
yummy.
eating that by itself all the time
No.
is not gonna fix
After
you.
about the fourth day, it's a little
Yeah.
yucky.
And then the first thing that I wrote at the very beginning, and I know we probably need to close up soon,
Mhm.
but the troubleshooting, that's what we love to do about our
Oh,
program. When
yeah.
you do get in a stall, when you get into maintenance
Which you
and
will.
you're not seeing any movement, that's where the troubleshooting comes in. That's where the healing comes in. Sometimes when we're in maintenance and it's really frustrating because we're not seeing the scale move like we did when we first started,
Mhm.
it can start to get mentally draining, but knowing that your body is doing things on the inside that we cannot see. It's
Right.
healing. That's
Right.
why we continue to do what we're doing is because we feel
Yeah.
good.
That's why we like our long-term
Yeah.
clients. I don't even promote our signature program anymore, which
Mm-mm.
is 8 weeks. I don't even promote it because it's not realistic.
Yeah.
It will teach you how. If you are a rule follower and you are like in the groove, yeah, that's great. We love our long-term clients because we get in the pit with you.
Yeah.
And Shirley, you had asked a great question. She just gave us a bunch of stats and her frustration, and I feel you. I feel you hard on this. I don't eat much, but then I gain. I gain. What do I do and eat? This is why we coach. This is because you have a different scenario. You have something going on with you that we've got to troubleshoot. And that's where every single person is individual, and we're able to change our program. We're able to complement your journey with the healthy lifestyle based on your needs. And that doesn't come with a pre-written diet. That doesn't come with shortcuts. It comes with hard work. And okay, gosh, this didn't work this week, so we're going to do this. And that's where we get in the pit. And so that's why we love what we do. And I just took on 3-year clients. I have 2 spots left for my 12-month program. I love those clients because
Yes.
I get to get in the pit and I move my stuff. I bring my bags, I bring my suitcases, and I live in the pit with them for
Yeah.
a year. And and I get to walk with them through that. I wouldn't recommend, honestly, for the money and for the investment. I wouldn't honestly recommend any of our programs under 3 months, because when you do the 8-week program, that's the honeymoon stage. You have
Yeah.
lost about 25 pounds. You're feeling amazing, but then life hits, right?
Yep.
Life hits, and you're like, oh crap, what do I do?
Yep.
So we don't recommend any program under the 3-month program.
Right.
We do take payments. It is a hard season right now we're all living in, and so we do have payment plans. Those have to be requested. So we have our links here. If you The first step is to book a call,
Yeah.
because we don't want you in the wrong program. I had a woman who I spoke with yesterday, who was headed for the ageless keto program. Got her on the phone. Oh, absolutely not. We need to go therapeutic keto with you not the right program for you. So we actually prefer talking to you before you actually enroll. So grab Coach Darcy's link. You can schedule a call with her. You can schedule a call with me. We want to get you on the phone. We want to get you set up for January.
Yeah.
We prices will be going up in January as everywhere else in the world. And so if you sign up before January, you still get January's price, but you can start in January because we know life is crazy right now.
Yep.
So guys, we feel it. We feel the empathy. We understand the desperation. We lived it. We are still living it. We didn't quit our health journey when we hit that magical number on the scale. We didn't quit. Actually, that journey began that day because now we are in the battle for our life and we've been maintaining it for 4 and 7 years now. So, we want you to know that you are loved. We hear you, we see you, and we feel you.
Yeah.
We understand. We totally understand. So if you're struggling right now, just take a shot of that QR code at the top. That will lead you to the general page, and that will lead you to the coaches. You go pick out your coach, and then you pick out the both of us. All three of us have interview sessions, health coaching assessments. So yeah, absolutely. I look forward to talking to you, or Darcy.
Yeah.
Either one of us look forward to talking to you, Shirley, because it really is a battle. We want
It
you
is.
to do it right, do it hard, do the hard things.
Yep.
Because the reward on the other side of the hard things is health. My daughter-in-law posted yesterday. I posted it on my Facebook page. Something I don't know, something needlessly said, but she posted a picture of Cassian, my little grandson, and I'm like, I looked at that picture and I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for my health because now I get to spend time with him and I can run with him. I couldn't do that with my kids. And I
Mhm.
just was so grateful this morning when I saw his little face. He's so darn cute.
Yeah.
So
Me
darn cute.
too.
Just wait, Darcy. Wait till you get a grandbaby.
Well, I'm still in the child phase. I'm good.
Grandbabies
I'm
are
good.
God's gift to us for not killing our children.
Yes.
I'm convinced of it now. Guys, we are here every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us this upcoming Tuesday and let us know if you want us to cover a topic. We
Yep.
love covering topics.
Yep. We do.
So, all right, we'll see you next Tuesday.